Hey, what is going on, you sleepy dreepy? So today gonna be coming at you with some Paldea Evolved action. We're doing a little bit of brewing on the stream the other day, came up with a couple builds. This first one today that I'm gonna be showing you is a Forretress EX build, and it's very much my first take on the deck, so please don't hate on me too hard if you've already been putting some time and thought into Forretress EX. But Forretress EX, it's got that explosive energy ability which knocks itself out, and then you can search your deck for 5 basic grass energy and put them into play on your Pokemon however you like. But it does knock itself out, and it is an EX, so your opponent does get 2 prize cards, but you do get 5 basic grass energy. That's a lot of energy. So with that, we play a couple different grass attackers. You got the new Wu-Chien EX. First attack does 60 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken to one of their benched Pokemon. And then for grass colors, that's 4 energy. That is a lot. This is 220. But if you're knocking out their only relevant V Pokemon in play potentially on turn 2, that's pretty powerful. I've got the superior V-Star in here because we didn't really have a better V-Star power, to be honest. We do have the Trevenant V in here, so we could have just played like Forest Healstone. Maybe I'll get to the Trevenant in a second here, but I'm playing the Superior because I'm like, well, what if my opponent like turn 2 attacks with Archeops? How do I deal with that? And I was like, I need something to one-hit KO them. And Shaman V-Star came to mind because it got a revenge attack, and then we could actually play like Forest Healstone in there as well, like a 2/2 Shaman V-Star plus some Forest Healstones could be the better route to take. But I went with the Superior here. Superior's got the V-Star power, 60 damage for each energy attached to the Superior, and then you switch it to your bench. So, you know, we can knock out our own Fortress, put 5 energy on our Superior, and then we're shooting for 300 damage. If we put another energy for turn on to the Superior, we're doing 360 damage. So basically one-hit KOing anything in the format. And of course, we're comboing knocking out our own Pokemon with being pretty disruptive as well. So like if we go second, our opponent like turn 1 knocks out a Pineco or a Mew, then we pop one of our Fortresses, get 5 energy in play. They're down to 3 prize cards left. We could turn 2 Roxanne our opponent, or we also have the Ionos in here as well. So if they're not quite down to 3 prize cards remaining, like if we go first and turn 2 pop a Fortress, we can still turn 2 Iono them and put them down to only 4 cards in hand. And the later the game goes, the more prize cards our opponent draws, or if we pop 2 Fortresses, the more powerful the Iono could be, or, you know, go ahead and hit up with that Roxanne. And that's where the Trevenant V comes into play currently. Does 120 damage for grass, colorless, and then we discard a random card from our opponent's hand. So theoretically, like turn 2 Roxanne to 2, and then taking one of those cards away is a pretty big deal. We also have some Paths of the Peaks in here, so once we've popped our Fortresses, put a Path in play as well, limiting our opponent's options even further from what they have on board. I got the Greninja here as a Radiant Pokemon for right now because I couldn't come up with a better one to play, but Gardevoir V could be pretty cool as well because we do have 3 Charm of Courage in here to boost the HP of the Wu-Chien and the Trevenant, so possibly a little bit of extra damage reduction from the Gardevoir V could be good as well, or a little bit of healing from Serena could also be good. So there's a lot of different options to think about with that. I also got the Lumineon in here, of course, because we want to be able to find Roxanne. Iono, we play 4 of them alongside 2 Roxanne, so we should be able to draw into one of those at some point. But if we really want a Roxanne, or maybe a research, we got a couple researchers in here. We got the Lumineon in here to help us find that key supporter on that key turn. Of course, we do play a couple bosses orders as well. And then I put the Mysterious Tail Mew in here because I was like, well, first turn of the game, gonna want to send something up into the active that can help us set up. And then also, I don't really want to give my opponent a 2 prize knockout, so if I can push something into the active on that first turn if we go first. The Mew seems pretty good to me. We use Mysterious Tail, get an extra item card to work with. Can't go wrong, right? We got a couple switch cards in here to actually be able to pull that off. And I'm currently at 12 grass energy because we want to attach for turn. They're also pulling 5 out of our deck pretty aggressively, so we want to be hitting our 4 turn attachments as well as, you know, having enough in the deck for the Fortress to actually get out of the deck. So looking at 12 currently, but could definitely see going to like maybe 10. Theoretically, our games are only lasting 3, maybe 4 turns because we're trying to take some big knockouts really aggressively that kind of limits our opponent's chances of even playing the game, or we're trying to be really disruptive and once again stopping our opponent from even setting up, which means, you know, we're going to win pretty fast as well that route. So games are only going to probably last like 3 or 4 turns with this deck, so you don't need like a ton of energy attachments for a turn. But that's the list for right now. Like I said, very much a first take on the Forretress EX. A lot of work to be done with it still, but I haven't had a chance to play with the cards yet. I haven't played with the cards yet at all yet, but I might be brewing up a couple more lists before the set actually drops on PTCG Live. So let me know in the comment section down below what lists, what decks, what archetypes would you like to see me work on, so I can maybe post some here on the YouTube channel before the set comes out live next week on PTCG Live. I've already worked on Qianpao. You'll be catching that video tomorrow, so don't ask me about Qianpao, but what are some other archetypes from this set you'd like to see me brew up a list on? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.